Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a live broadcast of WIAA Division II Girls Varsity Basketball. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching on Spectrum Cable Channel 984 or whether you're with us live on YouTube. I'm Sean Bull, here with Zach Seeloff, and you're watching OCAmedia Sports. How you doing tonight, Zach?
I'm doing great. This is my first chance seeing the girls team this year. I've covered the boys a few times, and it's great to see the ladies getting underway. Big Badger South game against the Watertown Goslings.
Absolutely. The Watertown Goslings are in an interesting spot this year. Last year the Goslings had a losing season, and they went an even worse 3-11 within the Badger South. This year, though, they're having no such problems. They haven't lost yet at all this season. But if you go back and look at those stats, it also means that they haven't beaten Oregon since December of 2016. So you can really read the numbers to say whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah, you can look at it either way. Like you said, though, 7-0, that's no mean feat. And they've had some big wins. They started off the season, they beat Portage 51-28, beat Edgewood 59-32. In the Badger South here, they beat Milton 56-30 and Monroe 60-55. So some quality wins there against some quality opponents. This is a smaller team, which is what really interested me when I was looking at them and building up my rosters for tonight. Only 10 players on the entire varsity roster. It's unusual to see a team with that kind of an undersized roster have this much success, so I'm really curious to see how they do on the court.
Yeah, no, I mean, Watertown has long been a team that has played against, bigger opponents even. Before they were here with us in the Badger South, they were in the conference that got dissolved that previously held perennial powerhouse Beaver Dam. I mean, that's a huge thing to have to contend with every year. So they're going to be interesting to watch tonight, that's for sure.
It's got to be fun for them to get into a conference that is more accommodating, I guess, for lack of a better word. You mentioned Beaver Dam. Beaver Dam this year is ranked 16th nationally in girls high school basketball. They're going to an ESPN tournament in Florida at the end of the month. To play in a conference with Beaver Dam is to really be playing for second place. So I'm sure it's fun for them to be in the Badger South, and it's fun for us too. It's great to have more competition.
Well, it looks like we're going to tip it off to our in-house announcer to introduce the players and such. We'll be back after the national anthem.
Oregon Panthers, Watertown High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from a site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Athletics, Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in a spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, move your hats, and join in singing our national anthem. Now for tonight's starting lineups, starting in Watertown, a guard, a senior, number 5, Jenna Kopp. A senior, guard, number 10, Brianna Hendricks. At guard, a sophomore, number 22, Aubrey Schmalster. At forward, a senior, number 23, Bree Koriaki. And at forward, a sophomore, number 32, Tina Ness. And the head coach for Watertown is Matt Stobler. And now for your Panthers. The student number 10, Izzy Peterson. Senior number 11, Jenna Stitz. Junior number 15, Caitlin Shrimp. Junior number 32, Liz Yule. And a senior number 33, Sedona Roberts. And the head coach for your Panthers is Hannah Wemsley.
Welcome back, everybody. So we just got the starting lineups there from the PA announcer. Not our usual guy, Jim Vogt, out today, I guess, but great substitute behind the PA bench, and we are just about ready to get started. Huge game with Badger South implications here. Oregon sitting in 5th in the Badger South, Watertown in 1st, but Watertown's 4-0, Oregon's 2-3. Still early in the season, and this could be a big win for whichever team is able to hang on. So with that in mind, we'll get underway. Sedona Roberts to take the tip-off, but it is won by the Watertown Goslings. And they control at the top of the key. It's Bree Korducki trying to dribble around. Interior pass tipped away by Roberts, and it's Jenna Stats that gathers it up. Liz Yule swinging it around. Now Izzy Peterson. Back to Yule as the Panthers moving around. Peterson double teamed at the top. Her pass is tipped away, and another steal now in transition. The Goslings pull up at the free throw line. The shot is good. The score from Aubrey Schmaltz. Able to make that one go, and it's 2-0 Goslings early in the game. Sedona Roberts find an open Izzy Peterson. Nice move around, and they keep the ball moving. Jenna Stats in the corner now for the Panthers. 17:15 to play. 18 minutes per half in the girls' game here. As the Panthers trail 2-0 against the Goslings. Top of the key for Caitlin Shrimp. Her pass is tipped away, and that's 3 steals in this game already, Sean. Both teams active, getting after the ball on defense. Long three-pointer just misses right. Offensive board, though, to the Goslings. And that one's held by Korducki, sends to the top and swing out to Jenna Kopp. Kopp tried a three-pointer from about 6 feet behind the arc. It didn't go, but the Goslings still control now from way behind the arc on the left side, and that one she gets to go. Jenna Kopp. 2 long three-pointers. She gets the second one to go, and it's 5-0 Watertown with 16.5 minutes to play in this first half. Liz Yule finds an open Caitlin Shrimp. She pulls up for the three-pointer, hits the top of the backboard. Offensive board, though, to Izzy Peterson. Shrimp, nice job to get that away as she was losing her footing. Panthers retain possession. Yule, the Stats, and they keep swinging it around on the outside edge. Peterson at the free throw line. Now an open Caitlin Shrimp. 4-3. It's good. Caitlin Shrimp with the first score of the night for Oregon. Makes it a 5-3 game with 15:58 to go. Aubrey Schmaltz controlling at the top for the Kopp. Interior pass trying to find Taya Motz. Schmaltzer pulls up from outside the paint. Bounces off the rim, no good, and it's a rebound for Oregon. Liz Yule ahead to Caitlin Shrimp. Back to Yule on the give and go. Izzy Peterson, a long 2-point shot off the backboard, no good. Jenna Stats saves it in the corner. Good hustle, and she hangs onto the ball for Oregon. Stats in the corner, now into the middle for Shrimp. Takes a hop step, and that one goes errant. Rebound Yule, put back no good. Still fighting for the board, but finally the Goslings pick it back up with 15:18 to go. Kopp at the timeline, kicks it over to Schmaltzer. Tries a little dance move there, but can't get it to go. Takes the pitch back behind the arc. Cobb knocked down a three-pointer from out there earlier. Panthers respecting the outside shot, putting pressure on her. Schmalzer in the lane. Pop-up shot is partially blocked. Gets the rebound. Put back no good. Second chance from Watertown goes. Bree Korducky following along, and she gets it to go. 7-3 Watertown with 14:47 to go. Now the corner for Jenna Stats. She's living on that left side for the Panthers. Done some work there already. Z. Peterson back to Caitlin Shrimp. Sedona Roberts in the lane and kick out to Ewell. She pulls up for the three-point shot. Hits the top of the backboard, no good, and it's rebound. Schmalzer of the Goslings. Schmalzer tries to pop one in. She gets it to Taya Moss, who puts the lay-in off the glass. Watertown striking early and often in this first half. 9-3 Goslings with 14:13 to go. That one looked like it caught Sedona Roberts right in the schnoz. I think that might have gotten her right in the nose. Looks okay. Just has to readjust the headband. Peyton Spildy checks in as Caitlin Shrimp grabs a rest here on the bench. And that first foul did go against Watertown. Jenna Stats from three-point land, a little strong off the back of the rim. Good rebound, Izzy Peterson. Stats for a second three-point attempt, this time short off the front of the rim. Rebound, Taya Moss. Big pressure in the backcourt, but they are able to break it free. Kopp to Schmalzer, and Schmalzer is fouled on her way through the lane. That'll be the first team foul against Oregon, a non-shooting foul. Goes against Peyton Spildy, and the Goslings will inbound from the baseline. They find Schmalzer, a little turnaround move, too short. She tries to tap it out, but Sedona Roberts is there for the Panther rebound. Panthers push it in transition. Now Liz Ewell settles down behind the arc. Z. Peterson has to pick up the dribble all the way into the corner for Jenna Stats. Ewell thought about a three there, looks to keep it on the ground. Peterson, in her third varsity season, looking sharp as ever. Now they do find her on the outside. Clean three-point look, little bit strong, and the rebound Schmalzer of Watertown. Schmalzer right to the lane, pulls up for a six-footer, no good off the right side of the rim, tapped, no signal, and now it is out on Watertown. Panthers ball. Get one more sub from Oregon, maybe? Yes, we will. Izzy Peterson checks out. Katie Isley in for the Panthers. With 13:02 to go, it's still a 6-point Watertown lead, 9-3 here at the Oregon Gymnasium. Isley across the timeline to Ewell, gets a give and go, now finds Stats in the corner. Interior pass is knocked away by Bree Korducky. Out of bounds on Watertown, and the Panthers will get it inbound from the baseline. Interior to Stats, goes right to the hoop and is fouled. As she goes up for the shot, she'll shoot two. Nice design play on the inbound there, Sean.
Yeah, the Panthers have been trying new stuff, and that's good to see.
Guilty of the foul is Bree Korducky. That's her second, and it'll be two shots for Jenna Stats. Low line drive of a free throw attempt is no good. Jenna gets one more attempt here from the charity stripe. Her team down by 6. Little bit strong on that one. Rebound Taya Moss of Watertown. Stays a 9-3 game as the Goslings bring it up court. Jenna Kopp, we know she's a threat from long range. Gets it to Moss. Back to Kopp. Nicely steps right up to her. Try a pick and roll, nothing there. Instead, she heaves it up from distance. Boy, she can get the power on it she needs. Stats battling for that rebound, but it's out of her hands. And controlled by Watertown. Gifford challenged hard on the defensive side. Gets it to Moldenhauer. Now Gifford again, top of the key to Kopp on the outside. Underneath to Moss, all the way out to Kopp. They're swinging it hard, trying to find something. Interior to Moss, nothing there. Gifford, 4-3. Too strong. Rebounds to Donna Roberts. Push it in transition. Liz Yule, she's got Katie Isley there. Tries to drive in, can't find anything. Has to give it out to Stats. And Stats' attempted pass is tipped out of bounds by Taya Moss. Panthers will hang on. Panthers haven't had a lot of luck. They've tried a couple of times to push the ball in transition. It just hasn't worked out for them. So with that in mind, we'll inbound it to Katie Isley. 11:52 to play in this half. Panthers down 9-3. That one over to Vanessa Goltz. And kick out to Spildy. Panthers a little trapped in that corner. Now break out. Get it to Ewell at the top. Interior pass makes its way to Katie Isley. And a three-point shot from Spildy is blocked. Katie Isley at the baseline has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by the Goslings. It just seems like the Panthers are just a tick off in their timing with passes. We're seeing a lot of them get broken up by an aggressive kind of ball-hawking Watertown defense. Isley all the way across to Liz Yule. Takes a shot fake. Now a 10-footer. Off the rim. She gets her own rebound. Follows it towards the hoop. That one a bit strong. Loose ball. Grabbed nicely by Gold. Saves it to Isley. Isley, a nice job to avoid the travel. Ball is held by Spildy. And they're going to call her for the travel there. Turnover will go to the Goslings. Not expecting the inbound throw was Aubrey Schmaltzer. But she sees it in time. Now working at the top of the key. Taya Moss working for the Goslings. Kick out to Kopp. Kopp a little shot fake. Then kicks back to Schmaltzer. Pass tipped away by Roberts, but Watertown hangs on with 10:47 to go. Schmaltzer throws it out towards Gifford. Now she tries to drive the lane. Huge hop. Gets it to Kopp. Kopp pulls up from 10 feet. Too strong. Rebound Roberts. Donna Roberts, as ever, active on the glass. And Panthers fans wanted a foul against Liz Yule there, but nothing doing. Spildy, a nice move into the lane. Gets the shot and gets the foul. Peyton Spildy, what a job to move through traffic and gets the and one. She can bring the Panthers within 3. Boy, you gotta like it when you see someone coming off the bench like Peyton does, kind of the 6th player here on Oregon, and doing something like that. She trades the free throw opportunity. And it is 9-6 Watertown now, just a 3-point game with 10:22 to play in the first half. Panthers working on the top. Gifford. Trapped in the lane, kicks out. She finds Peyton Zuki. Zuki again at the top, kicks all the way across that time to Hendricks. Panthers aggressive on the outside defense. Interior pass to Taya Moss. Now at the free throw line, and Zuki far too strong off the glass, and Sedona Roberts has the rebound. Pass to Isley is just a bit out of her reach. And there's that same problem, Sean. Ewell trying to move it in transition, and they're just a little out of sync.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to take a look at past games of Watertown here and try to discern anything from this. You know, it really looks like what struck me with their most recent game in Fort Atkinson is kind of a pattern that can be extrapolated back, is that Watertown likes to kind of wear down their opponents. They're okay with not scoring a ton themselves if it means they can really lock down and confuse their opponents, and that seems to work for them great.
Kind of the historical way that the Wisconsin Badger men's basketball team has had success is with sort of stifling defense rather than massive offense. Jump ball there, and the possession arrow does favor Oregon. They will hang on to it. Down only 3 here with 9:22 to go. It's a 9-6 game in favor of the Watertown Goslings. Great open pass to Goltz. Now to Schrimpf in the corner. Pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Caitlin Schrimpf, her second three-pointer of the game. That one just about hit the ceiling. She threw it up so high, but it went right down through the net and ties the game at 9. Zuki over to Schmaltzer. Interior to Moss, and she is challenged hard. And retaliates a bit. They're going to assess the foul to Spildy, and I think that's the right call, but boy, I think they could have gotten a kind of retaliatory foul there as well.
Yeah, Spildy looks a little shook up herself.
Yeah, she caught a pretty nasty elbow. Spildy hits the bench with 2 fouls. She is replaced by Brooklyn Kane. Inbound pass, they try for the lay-in from Moss, no good. Now here comes Sedona Roberts. Roberts double team, but gets the pass over to Shrimp. Shrimp trying to dribble her way out, finds Roberts again. Underneath pass is tipped by Watertown, but held by Kane of Oregon. Brooklyn Kane trying to get that one free, and they call her for the travel.
In for Izzy Peterson.
So the traveling violation turns the ball over. Izzy Peterson comes back in as Katie Isley sits down for Oregon. Tied up at 9 here in the Oregon Gymnasium with 8:40 to play in this first half. Kopp finds Moss. Moss has been in for the entirety of this game. Tries a little pop pass into Schmaltzer. She can't handle it, but it's last touch by Oregon out of bounds, and Watertown will retain. Schmaltzer, pull-up shot, no good. Rebounds to Dona Roberts. Who else? And a great little pass to Shrimp. Push it ahead. That one's saved in, and Watertown holding on. What a job down there by number 10, Brianna Hendricks of the Goslings to save that ball and start that sequence that gets Watertown the possession. Trying to back in as Schmaltzer, can't do it. Instead, it's Hendricks for 3. That one no good, and the rebound taken by Brooklyn Kane. Caitlin Shrimp just across the timeline. Finds Peterson. Nice interior move to Kane, trying to hit Roberts. Instead, it's picked off by Taya Moss. Read that pass well in the lane. Steal to Watertown. Kopp likes to hit from distance. In and out on the left side of the rim. Hendricks from 3 again. No good. Rebound Sedona Roberts. And that's going to be a timeout, Oregon. Coach Adam Wamsley wanted to collect his team here. I think settle them down just a little bit. They're tied in this game, but it feels like they're playing from behind. They're trying to make things happen that probably, taking risks they probably don't need to. Aggressive passes and things in the lane when they can, take a more sure thing shot.
Panthers, who's the best? OHS.
Cheer squad on tonight, getting the crowd into it. Not a huge group out here tonight. I don't know exactly what the Oregon calendar is like, but I know it's finals week at a lot of colleges around town, so I'm sure a lot of people have already left for the holidays.
Yeah, no, I just got off my last class this afternoon, and I do know from friends and family that Oregon is sort of wrapping up for winter break all the same. They do go through this Friday, however, so
Gotcha.
I assume there's a lot of tests that teachers are trying to cram in, projects to wrap up before the break. So
A lot of people are like, I'd come to this game, but I better cram for that final.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I've got a couple of finals to cram for myself. So, as Izzy Peterson brings this one up, kicks it across and all the way out to Jenna Stats. Thought about taking that look from deep and instead settles it to Peterson. Stats in the left corner. Tries to take a dribble. She's double teamed aggressively there. Nice job by Peterson. Baseline work in. And foul is Caitlin Shrimp. Nice pass by Peterson in the lane, and that will send Shrimp to the line for 2. Goslings not really big fans of that call, but it's going to be 2 shots for Caitlin Shrimp, the 3rd team foul against Watertown, the 4th in this half. Shrimp hits the first half. She has 7 of the Panthers' 10 points, 2 3-pointers and now a free throw, and she's got 1 more coming. As Vanessa Goltz hits the bench and Liz Ewell comes back in for Oregon. Nothing but net on the second free throw. Panthers 3 of 5 from the line tonight, and they lead 11-9, their first lead of the game. Kopp challenged on the full court press. The Panthers get it, and a quick pass. They managed to hang on. Great job by Caitlin Shrimp on the near sideline. Liz Ewell tried to one-touch it to her. Didn't work quite like she'd hoped, but it worked just the same. The Panthers have the possession. Peterson, interior to Shrimp. Kick out to Sedona Roberts. Roberts gets it to Shrimp, and boy, Watertown is just active on this defense. They double team a ton. The Panthers just haven't been able to exploit that and find the open player. Liz Ewell trying to dribble her way in, loses the ball, picks it up off the floor, still in the paint, kicks it out. Peterson, a nice little maneuver there. Shrimp thought about the three, now finds an open Peterson. Kick back, interior, Liz Ewell underneath. There's an open Izzy Peterson. 4-3 off the outside of the rim. Jenna Stats, offensive board to the hole, no good. Loose rebound on the floor. Diving forward to Sedona Roberts. It's still loose. Battling, and the Panthers have it. And we're going to get a foul against Pop. And one of the assistant coaches on the Watertown sideline there slammed down his clipboard. Got to be careful he doesn't get a technical for that. As it is, Jenna Kopp is called for the foul. That is her first, the team's fifth in this half. The Panthers retain possession with 6:10 to go. They lead 11-9. Peterson flings out a pass toward Ewell. Panthers having a little trouble with their positioning here. They're getting kind of bunched up at times. Peterson on the outside edge. Panthers keep swinging it, looking to exploit that aggressive defense of Watertown. Roberts is stuffed hard by Brianna Hendricks. That one not clear, and Watertown holds it. What a block by Brianna Hendricks. Great job for the Goslings. They trail by 2 against the home team Panthers. 5:28 to play. Interior to Taya Moss. Kick out. Zuki thought about the long one, then settles her down. Hendricks, oh boy. And they're going to get Peterson for the foul. Brianna Peterson dove in there. Tried to get the ball, gets the foul instead. That is her first, the team's third in this half. 5:21 to go. Watertown inbounds from the sideline. As you saw one of the assistant coaches tossing Liz Ewell a hairband there at the stoppage. Oh, there's, speaking of blocks, there's Liz Ewell getting in front of a pass, swatting it out of bounds. The Goslings will inbound again from the sideline. Jenna Kopp comes back in. She will replace Bree Corducky at the bench. And they inbound it right to her in the corner. Neely throws it away. Zuki able to hold it on the sideline. Her pass is tipped, and now the Panthers coming the other way. Liz Ewell moving right up. Interior finds Roberts underneath the hoop, and she scores. Sedona Roberts with the score. Liz Ewell with the assist. Full court press nearly works for the Panthers. Kopp, though, moves it ahead to Hendricks. Hendricks into the lane. They kick out, a long shot coming, too long, and Jenna Stats has the rebound. That shot from Schmaltzer, no good. Roberts, baseline to the hole, badly fouled as she goes up, and she will get 2 shots as Brianna Hendricks hacked her on the way to the hoop. That is the 6th team foul against Watertown in this half. Panthers will be shooting from now on. And Sedona Roberts gets 2 chances here. Drains it. To begin her night at the free throw line, it's 14-9 Panthers. Another shot coming. In and out, and rebound Taya Moss. The Panthers up 5. They were down 9-3 at one point. They have gone on an 11-0 run since then. Lead 14-9 here with 4.5 minutes to go. Schmaltzer to Zuki. Double teamed. Now underneath, her pass is tipped away, and Sedona Roberts gathers it up. Ewell and Roberts combining on defense and on offense tonight. And it's Ewell at the top of the key. Jenna Stats, corner, pull up 3. Just a bit strong, but she gets her own rebound. Follows it to the lane. That shot blocked. Taya Moss rips it away. And we're going to get a foul against Oregon. Jenna Stats called for that one, her first, the team's 4th. But Oregon seems to have kind of come alive here, whereas Watertown was the aggressor in the first half of this half. Oregon definitely taking that role now. Aubrey Schmaltzer at the top. That's Kopp. We know she'll pull up from that far away or even further. Not worrying about distance when she takes those 3-point attempts. Wide open look for Hendricks for three. Throws it way too hard over the basket. Schmaltzer, though, underneath. Can't get it. Loose ball. And it hit off Sedona Robertson out of bounds. It'll stay with Watertown.
And for Peyton Spildy.
Peyton Spildy comes in. She'll replace Jenna Stats. 3:38 to go. The Panthers lead by 5, 14-9. Schmaltzer outside the arc. Hassled by Shrimp. Has to give it away to Kopp. Hendricks now on the right side. Dribbles towards the lane. Finger roll. Too strong. Rebound Roberts. Sedona Roberts has at least a half dozen rebounds, I'd say, by my unofficial count. Fantastic on the glass tonight for the Panthers. All the way wide open. Shrimp thought about the three. Instead shakes off a couple of defenders. Now Liz Ewell working through the lane. Nothing there. Peterson. Corner for Shrimp again. This time she does go for the three. Just misses off the rim. Ball is tapped out. And it's going to go to Watertown.
In for Watertown, Lily Gifford.
Panthers not buying that call, but the refs aren't selling it. They get to make it. 14-9 Oregon with 3 minutes to play. Schmaltzer bringing it forward. Gifford, 4-3. And nothing but net. The freshman, Lily Gifford, gets her first points of the night, and it's a three-pointer to boot. Makes it a 2-point game. Oregon up 14-12. Izzy Peterson looking to dribble in. Finds Liz Ewell. She decides to go for three. Off the back part of the rim, no good. Double team in the backcourt, and now the Panthers back off. Kopp, not expecting that pass, but catches it in time. Finds Zupke in the corner. Interior to Teamas. Shot is blocked by Spildy, but she saves it into Gifford. The freshman has to pick up the dribble. Student section wanted a travel call. Tapped away by Spildy. Saves it in. No, stepped on the line. Great effort from Peyton Spildy. Just couldn't quite keep that foot in. Good tap out, though. Breaks up the possession. Watertown will inbound from the sideline. 2:05 to play in the game. Watertown trailing by 2. Schmaltzer at the top. Shrimp just all over her on defense. Finds Gifford. All the way across to Kopp. Nearly picked off. Now Kopp tries the 15-footer, and she's got it. Jenna Kopp, a board shooter. She ties the game with 1:45 to go. It's 14-all here at the Oregon Gymnasium. Into the corner for Caitlin Shrimp as the Panthers work it around. Izzy Peterson, the point guard, doing her thing at the top, trying to find some way in. Interior, she finds Spildy underneath. Spildy off the glass, a little strong, gets her own rebound. Peyton Spildy following along, but her pass is picked off by Schmaltzer. Kopp bringing it forward, trying to regain the lead for the Goslings with 1:12 to go. We got a whistle and a timeout from Watertown. Their head coach, Matt Stolberg, wants to talk things over. Back and forth in this game, Sean. It was 9-3 Watertown, then it was 14-9 Oregon, and now we're all tied at 14.
Yeah, both teams are really working for every point. My question is, with all this aggressive defense, who is going to break first? Because you see Watertown, the fewer players, they're only working with 10, and I don't even think they've rotated them all in yet. But the Panthers aren't doing as many substitutions as I've seen in past weeks either. So that's interesting to see. Is are they going to have to start giving people rest? Because it's mostly their starting lineup. I see Brooklyn Kane is in right now. She's been in a couple times tonight, but no playtime yet for Carly Roberts and some of the other girls who we've seen come off the bench this season.
Speaking of, here goes Liz Ewell working underneath. She gets fouled as she goes up, and she'll shoot two. And you're absolutely right, Sean. It has been not as aggressive a rotation in terms of moving players in and out for the Panthers. And for Watertown, it's been very low-key. A couple of their players haven't seen the floor at all, and it's been mostly their starters out there doing the work. Liz Ewell, first shot. That is good. Ewell gets her first point of the night. It's 15-14 Oregon with another shot coming from the junior. Second shot for Liz Ewell is good. 16-14 Panthers.
That's
With
a weird.
2 to play.
Oh, I was just going to say that's a weird change of pace for us as well, Zach. I mean, Liz Ewell has really been making herself an integral part of this Panthers offense this season. Well, I mean, and she had 20 points the last game. 21.
That shot, three-pointer, too long, and the Panthers get it. Boy, and that was a back and forth. The Panthers stole it, immediately threw it back to Watertown. Watertown hustles a three, it's no good, and the Panthers get the rebound with 36 seconds to go. 16-14 is their lead here at the Oregon Gymnasium. Z. Peterson way high at the top. Kicks back out to Ewell. 25 seconds for the Panthers now in this half. Panthers seem to be plotting something out here, trying to kill the clock. Make sure Watertown doesn't get another possession. Corner for Shrimp. Now they find Ewell. She steps up for a straightaway three, rocks it off the rim, and now it's taken by Kopp. Kopp pushes ahead to Taya Moss. Moss tries to back her way in and swatted away by Liz Ewell. Speeding down the lane in defensive transition, knocks that ball clear. 2.7 seconds left for Watertown to try and get a score. Jenna Kopp will inbound, pops it to Moss, goes right to the hoop. Shot is no good. Rebound Spildy. And the half will end with the Panthers on top, 16-14. A tight game amongst two teams that are, I think, adapting to each other's styles. The Panthers trying to take on the sort of aggressive look of the Watertown defense and having some success with it in the second part of that half.
No, they've definitely transformed their team a lot, just even in this game, and that's really been a great success for them. We were talking earlier about how this is a battle in the Badger Conference. Everybody's still trying to find their place. Only Watertown has no losses in conference yet, but I don't know. Oregon might just get the upset here tonight if they keep this up.
I mean, they've got the lead going into it. You got to be happy with that. This is an extremely low-scoring game, and that's the thing. As I look back at both of these teams in terms of their scores, the lowest-scoring game for the Panthers this season, they had 43. That was in their loss about a week ago to Marshall here in Oregon. For Watertown, their lowest-scoring game was 51, it was 48. They had 48 at Badger, 48 home against Fort Atkinson. Otherwise, for Watertown, 51, 59, 74, 56, and 60. For the Panthers, 66, 70, 55, 56, 57, 80, 66. That 143 game and then 64. So both of these teams well below their average for this season, or what you would expect. And I'm wondering if in the second half, what you talked about, the rotation of players and getting a little tired, if that's not going to lead to either more breakaway attempts in transition or more fouling or both, which might run up the score a bit in the second half of things.
Yeah, what's interesting, I'm looking back at this this game last Friday that Watertown had against Fort Atkinson. And, they held Fort to 11 points where they had 28 by the first half. So, I mean, even for Watertown, who's used to low scoring in previous games, this is still weird.
And what I think the Panthers have done pretty well that we maybe haven't commented on as much is they've denied the interior shot to Watertown. We've been seeing Watertown take a lot of outside shots, and they've had some success with that. But they haven't even been blocking interior shots so much as just not letting them get to the interior, breaking up passes, defending well as they try and move below the arc, and I think that's really held down the scoring for the Goslings.
All right. Well, there will be another half coming up, but we got to step away for a second. You're watching OCAmedia Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Zach Seeloff and Sean Bull with you here on OCAmedia's presentation of Oregon Panthers girls basketball. The Panthers lead 16-14 after the first half. It was really back and forth. It was 9-3 Watertown, then 14-9 Oregon. Now we find ourselves at a 16-14 Oregon lead. Both teams well below their average for scoring. The defense is having a lot of impact in this game. So for the second half, Watertown will start with the ball. Jenna Kopp will inbound it for the Goslings. As we have 18 minutes to figure out a winner in this very important Badger South Conference battle. Finding a wide open Schmaltzer there. You can hear the coach shouting out, "Who's open?" And they find Schmaltzer again. She tries to dribble toward the baseline, goes up, her shot is blocked by Stats. And it is out of bounds behind the backboard. Great work by Jenna Stats there, just getting in the lane, blocking that shot. Izzy Peterson over to Shrimp, all the way across. There's Liz Ewell, open for three. Just a bit short, it hits the clock out of bounds. Panthers get a good look there, and you wonder if in the half, Coach Walmsley didn't let him know. They're aggressively double teaming. If we can move the ball across court, we might be able to find an open look. They do that there. Unfortunately, the shot just misses, but a good pattern for the Panthers to follow. Schmaltzer dribbling away. Turnaround 8-footer. A nice move from Schmaltzer. No good. Sedona Roberts boxes out, and Caitlin Shrimp gathers the rebound. Shrimp goes hard to the lane. Takes a little hop step. Finger roll too strong. Jenna Kopp the rebound for Watertown. Nice coast-to-coast maneuver from Shrimp. Again, the shot just off. Schmaltzer now, near side. 16:52 to play in the game. Panthers still up 16-14. Schmaltzer's got a straightaway look, had her foot on the line, but the rebound to Liz Ewell as the shot rolls off the rim. Get set up, find Shrimp in the corner. She goes across, there's Peterson and Stats. Stats, corner three, too strong, rebound Roberts. Underneath, she's fouled as she goes up, and she'll shoot two. Bree Korducky takes her third foul of the game, the first foul of the half against Watertown. Sedona Roberts, who is 1 of 2 tonight from the free throw line, will get 2 chances here. Nothing but nets from the senior. She's got one more coming as she extends the Panthers' lead to 3. Drains that one as well. She's 3 of 4 from the line tonight, and it's 18-14 Oregon. 16:28 to go. Panthers try and get a tap, and they're going to get Caitlin Shrimp for a foul from behind. That is Shrimp's first, Panthers' first in this half. It'll be a sideline inbound for the Goslings. Speaking of Caitlin Shrimp, she reads that ball well. She gets a hand on it, but it's swatted out of her hand by Aubrey Schmaltzer. And the Panthers get the turnover. How about Caitlin Shrimp there, Sean? Just active in the backcourt.
Yeah, absolutely great presence there, and it's finally paid off. The Panthers get a chance to pass this in.
Find Roberts, and now they find Ewell. Ewell steps up for 3, just misses, but the rebound goes to Sedona Roberts. She's trapped in the lane fighting and gets it out to Izzy Peterson. Sedona Roberts is one of the most physically tough players I think I've ever seen. Scrappy, I don't think even really begins to describe it. She is just tough out there on the court. Liz Ewell from 15 feet out, short off the rim, and the rebound Watertown. The Panthers, I think, are really starting to break down this Watertown defense. They're getting those isolation opportunities, breaking them down because of the constant double team. They haven't gotten the shots to fall, but they're getting the opportunities they want. Hendricks trying to dribble her way in. And her pass is picked off, and here comes a 2-on-1 chance. Shrimp ahead to Peterson. Izzy Peterson lays it in. The first field goal of this half for Oregon, and it comes from their point guard, Izzy Peterson. They're up by 6. Hendricks pulls up for 3. She's short off the front of the rim. Rebound. Tapped by Shrimp, taken by Roberts. She runs hard and slamming down his thing again is the coach. That must be Matt Stahlberg. Slams his clipboard down and is screaming at the ref here. I'm surprised the ref has taken that much abuse without teeing him up. But at any rate, the foul is called against Schmaltzer. Coach Stahlberg, I have to say, is absolutely losing it over there, saying, don't do anything, you can't play defense, that's just not how you want to behave. That ball is stripped by Schmaltzer, who was called for the foul before. She heads to the hoop, puts it too strong, rebound Taya Moss, and Moss is able to follow and get the score. It's 20-16 Oregon. Now we get a call, and I believe that's going to be Schmaltzer again. Let's see what the signal is from the official. It's Jenna Kopp away from the ball. That's Jenna Kopp's second. It's the third team foul. And now they are going to light up Coach Stahlberg. They have finally had enough. And I think this is going to be a technical foul assessed against Coach Matt Stahlberg. Referee sends him to the bench. And so this should be 2 shots for the Panthers and possession after the issuance of a technical foul. Referees having a discussion here. There's 14 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the second half. The Panthers lead 20-16. So they're going to give the ball to the Oregon at the sideline. I never actually saw him make the T signal, so maybe it was just a sideline warning or something of that type. But at any rate, the Panthers have the ball. Move it into Izzy Peterson. Her pass in the middle is tipped away by Taya Moss and taken by Zupke. Watertown still tight on that defense. Oh, nice job by Schmaltzer to get that ball, but now it's loose and taken by Stats, and the Panthers move the other way. Ahead to Peterson. The lay-in is too strong. Rebound Shrimp. She's able to hang on at the baseline. Caitlin Shrimp, reverse try. She can't get that one to go, and it's Taya Moss rebounding for Watertown. 14-14 to play. Still a 4-point game, a 20-16 Oregon Panther lead. Interior to Schmaltzer. Nice kick out pass. Zupke along 2. It's short. An air ball, but a good rebound by Watertown. That one taken by Moldenhauer. In the corner now to Taya Moss underneath. And now, got an open look. Schmaltzer to the lane, and she gets the score. Spins it nicely off the backboard. And Aubrey Schmaltzer getting the basket. Makes it a 2-point game. Oregon 20, Watertown 18. Katie Isley finds Stats. Stands on 1 foot, but throws it too strong. Schmaltzer to the hoop. Peterson tries to get in there, but Schmaltzer gets the score and ties the game. Aubrey Schmaltzer making it work in transition. Izzy Peterson. Kick out. Stats trapped in the corner, double team. Finds Izzy again. Panthers all tied up here. Now Isley in the lane. Pop-up 4-footer, and she gets the score. Katie Isley's first basket of the night is a big one and puts the Panthers back on top, 22-20. 13-10 to play. Full court press from the Panthers. Peterson on Kopp. Kopp gets it ahead. This time to Taya Moss. Kopp near the logo to Schmaltzer. 12:57 to go. Way out to Kopp. Even for her, that one's too far away. Elects not to take the shot. And we get a timeout from Watertown. So a lot of theatrics, a lot going on in that first portion of the second half. For all that, though, it's still a 2-point game, just as it was at the start of the half. Panthers up 22-20.
Yeah, and their clipboards are probably doing better too. Yeah, no, definitely a lot of nerves in this game. Like people really strung out, and for good reason. You know, this is a very back and forth game. This is the kind of score we'd expect to see sort of late into the first half of a regular game. So I mean, to see this with, you know, just over 12 minutes left to play, that's something.
It really is, and the only thing I think that's held down Oregon's scoring, particularly in this half, has been their outside shooting. They just haven't quite found their stroke from the outside. They've done a really nice job finding the open player, but she just hasn't been able to knock it down from deep. They've gotten a lot of points underneath in this half, and so has Watertown. That's been a big change from the first half. So the Goslings will inbound. Moldenhauer at the sideline to throw it in. She finds Kopp. Pulls away from 4 feet behind the arc, in and out. Rebound, Moldenhauer in the lane. And dribbles it away. Nice offensive board from the Goslings. Moss kicks out to Hendricks, and they find an open Zuki. Quickly double team. She is knocked to the floor by Spildy. Panthers get the ball. Izzy Peterson at the top of the key. Interior to Spildy, finds Roberts. Roberts underneath, fouled as she goes up, and she'll shoot 2. Guilty of that foul was Peyton Zuki. That's her first, the team's 4th in this half. Roberts, who's already 3 of 4 from the line tonight, will get 2 shots. Trains it, makes it look easy. It's 23-20 Oregon with another shot coming. And that one is good as well. 5 of 6 from the line is Sedona Roberts. She gives the Panthers a 24-20 advantage with 12:16 to play. Full court press from the Panthers, and Peterson into Kopp. She's guilty of the foul there. Her second, the team's second. Watertown will take the sideline inbounds pass. Hendricks bringing it up for the Goslings. Has to pick up the dribble near the top, but able to find Moss. Zuki looking to get the give and go, but good defense from Goltz keeps that from happening. Goltz, speaking of, reaches in, knocks that ball away. The out of bounds will favor Watertown, but good aggressive attack from Vanessa Goltz. Jenna Kopp to inbound now. Her team breaks, and it's Sedona. No, excuse me, it's Liz Ewell picking it off. Ewell pulls up from 8 feet, and the pop shot is good. Oh, Liz Ewell. Some fancy shooting there. And now the Panthers with a good double team in the backcourt, knocked away, and we get a whistle for a foul. Not sure who the foul against. I think it's going against Liz Ewell. It is. Liz Ewell guilty of the foul. It's her first, the Panthers' third. But you gotta like the aggressiveness from these Panthers, Sean. They are taking a page out of the Watertown playbook, and it's working for them.
Absolutely. And I noticed they're finally, I think we get Carly Roberts swapping in. So, yeah, we are getting a little more subs from the Panthers as well, and I think that's helping keep them fresh.
Definitely. Lay-in from Gifford, no good. Second chance put back on Moss, no good. And the Panthers have the rebound. The aforementioned Carly Roberts with the ball. Dribbles through a double team, nearly loses it. Hangs on, though, and finds Goltz. Goltz, baseline to the hoop, too short. Rebound off the hands of Taya Moss and out of bounds, and that'll stick with the Panthers. Panthers up 6, 26-20 with 11:16 to play in this game. Carly Roberts will throw it in from the baseline. Steps into that one, finds Goltz. Top of the key, Liz Ewell, 3-point shot. Misses wide right. Panthers try and save it, but that one was well gone. And it'll go to Watertown. 11:09 to go. As Watertown looks to inbound, the full court press still active. Getting after that one is Goltz. And she gets a hand on it. Doesn't ever let it get to the intended target of Gifford, but it's out of bounds, and Watertown hangs onto the ball. Just that active disruption is so helpful. Throwing a team off their game plan, even if they hang on to the ball because it goes out of bounds. You got to like it when you do something like that. Schmaltzer runs into her own player, and that's going to be a travel. Just unfortunate for Aubrey Schmaltzer there. She had what she wanted. I think she was expecting her teammate to clear out. It didn't happen. It gets whistled for the travel.
Yeah, it's an unlucky break.
Panthers bring it up. After the traveling violation, Carly Roberts, the sophomore, finds Liz Ewell. She goes for the three-pointer, short air ball. And it's taken on the rebound by Moss over to Jenna Kopp. Kopp running up, pops an 18-footer, no good. Tapped into the lane and taken nicely by Moldenhauer. Now the shot from Schmaltzer, too strong. Rebound tried to be taken by Kane. It goes to the floor. We got a whistle for a foul. against the Panthers, Vanessa Golds. Her first, the Panthers' fourth. 10:33 to go. It'll be Watertown ball, a 26-20 Oregon lead here at the Oregon Gymnasium. Jenna Kopp finds a slashing Hendricks, and Hendricks lays it in nicely. Brianna Hendricks gets her first points of the game and cuts the Panther lead to 4. Pass to Kane is broken up and taken by Taya Moss. Nearly slapped out of the hands of Moldenhauer, but Watertown hangs on. Gifford on the far side. Gets it into Moss. Now in the lane for Moldenhauer. Goes up from distance and gets it to fall. The junior Moldenhauer, sort of a low-angle hook. She gets the score, and that makes Coach Adam Walmsley want a timeout. It was 16-14 at the half. It's 26-24 now. Panthers up by just 2, as they were at the start of this thing.
Yeah, the Panthers are not going to be safe at any point in this game.
There's a reason Watertown's 7-0. I mean, I think we came into this a little unsure of what that record meant, just because it's early in the season. It doesn't seem like maybe they've been tested like we would have thought they would have been. This team is for real. They play very well. They've got a lot of speed. They've got aggressive attack on defense. And as you said, they're not going to let Oregon, sleep on this one. Sedona Roberts will inbound it for the Panthers after the timeout. 10 minutes to play in this half. Panthers with a 2-point lead. Caitlin Shrimp quickly double-teamed, finds Roberts. Now to the open Carly Roberts. Carly through the lane. Her shot is no good, and the rebound taken by Watertown. They get it to Kopp. Roberts active on D. She misses the ball, though, and takes the foul, and that's the risk when you reach in like that. If you don't manage to get the ball, you're almost certainly going to get the foul, and that's what happens there. So Roberts will check out. Izzy Peterson will replace her. Panthers with 5 team fouls in this half. Watertown with 4. As Jenna Kopp looks to inbound it. Caitlin Shrimp putting pressure on Brianna Hendricks. Hendricks finds a way around, kicks it to Taya Moss. Body's hitting the floor in the lane as Moss has to turn it around to Kopp well outside. Gifford looking for something, goes to the corner, stepping into Peterson and taps it out. It'll stay Gosling ball. Zupke subs in for Lily Gifford. As Kopp looks to inbound. Finds Brianna Hendricks. Into the corner. Hendricks wants to go baseline. Nice move around and gets the score. Hendricks, the senior, has 4 points in this half, and that's a big one. It ties the game. We're all square at 26 with 8:55 to go. Interior to Spildy, tapped away. That's out of bounds, and that will stay with the Panthers. So that was last touched by Bree Korducki of Watertown. Izzy Peterson takes the inbound pass, finds Roberts. Wide open look for Caitlin Shrimp. 3-pointer, too strong. Rebound Korducki of Watertown. Jenna Kopp across the timeline now. Finds Moss on the interior. Taya Moss trying to work her way to the hoop. Oh, and she manages to get that one to go. Oh, boy. I do not know how she got that shot in. What a job by Taya Moss at a weird angle. Puts the shot in. Jenna Stotts in the corner now. Finds Roberts. And they get Roberts for the travel. Her knee touched down before she was able to get the ball away. And Watertown trying to surge here, up 28-26, looking to extend with 8:09 to play. Taya Moss, 6 foot even out there on the court for Watertown. Hop pass to her. Moss has one player to beat it. Spildy goes to the lane and gets the foul. And she will shoot 2. Spildy giving away her 3rd foul of the night. It's the 16th foul against Oregon. So Watertown will be shooting for the remaining 7 minutes and 56 seconds of this game. Moss knocks down the front end. That is the first free throw attempt for Watertown in this game, let alone score their first time at the line. Moss makes it count. It's 29-26 Watertown. Second shot rims out, and Stats has the board. Panthers down 3 with 7 minutes and 50 seconds to play. As Peterson tries to direct traffic from the top. Into the corner for Stats. Panthers swinging it around, trying to find that open person. There's Peterson, step back three-pointer. Bit strong, the loose ball. Spildy saves it in, and a huge collision. And I think that's going to go against Izzy Peterson. Schmaltzer did not realize she was there, turned around and ran right into her. And that'll be a foul against Izzy. That's Peterson's third, team's seventh, and that will send Schmaltzer to the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is good from Aubrey Schmaltzer. She's got 7 points tonight. Chance for an eighth on the back half here. Watertown up 4. That one is no good. The ball is loose, out of bounds. Neither referee wants to make a decision, the worst possible outcome. And we're going to signal that it will stay with Watertown. It's a 30-26 Watertown lead, and they have possession. Throw it all the way up to the top for Schmaltzer. Dribbling in is Hendricks. Finger roll from way out, no good. Great rebound from Peyton Spildy. Pushes it ahead. Tapped away, though, by Hendricks. Shrimp is hit hard. She goes down. Hops back up and tries to get back into play. Watertown with the ball, up 30-26. Kopp. Feeds it into Taya Moss. Interior to Moss. Nice little give and go. She's fouled as she tries the shot. She will shoot 2. Jenna Stats guilty of that one. That's her second. Panthers 8th. And Moss, who's 1 of 2 tonight, gets 2 more chances. Knocks down the first one. It's a 5-point lead for for Watertown, as Liz Ewell checks in for Oregon. She'll replace Peyton Spildy. Shot is no good, and the rebound, Liz Ewell. Great rebound from Liz Ewell there. Doesn't give Watertown a second chance. Panthers trailing 5 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Peterson right to the hoop. That shot is short. Taya Moss with the rebound. Now the ball's loose. And now we get the foul call. It's again against Jenna Stats. No, excuse me. It is against Sedona Roberts. That is her first, but the team's 9th. That'll give Moss a 1-and-1 opportunity. We talked about it, how it might happen in the second half. The energy level might start to lead to some foul trouble. It has for the Panthers. Taya Moss makes the front end of that 1-and-1. Puts Watertown up 32-26. Second shot from Moss is no good, and that's going to be an over-the-back foul against Bree Korducky, and that is Korducky's 4th foul of the game. Only the 5th foul of the half for Watertown. But Korducky has accumulated 4 personals. And they'll send her to the bench. Oldenhauer will check in to replace her. 6:40 to play as Izzy Peterson brings it up. It's tapped out. Oh, not tapped, just off of her hand and out. And a costly turnover for Oregon, trailing 6 here with only 6.5 minutes to go. Little push push-off there from Schmaltzer, trying to dribble her way into the lane. Now kicks out to Hendricks. Finds Schmaltzer, 4 feet away. Gets it to fall. Aubrey Schmaltzer has 9 tonight, and it's an 8-point Watertown lead. Liz Ewell on the outside. Her pass across is picked off by Taya Moss. And the Panthers, I think, starting to get a little bit gassed out there. Watertown running them ragged. Bree Hendricks thought about the 3. Now dribbles into the lane. Finds Schmaltzer open from 6 feet. And rattles it in. And that's going to be a timeout. Coach Adam Walmsley did not look happy as he called that one. The Panthers, who have been up 2, up 4, up 6 at points in this half, now trail by 10 on just an amazing Watertown run, a 12-0 run. We were at 26-24 not that long ago.
Yeah, what a reversal of fortune, Zach. I mean, this is not at all where the Panthers looked like they were going in halftime. Certainly, they looked like they were energetic, starting to take back control from the Goslings. But yeah, I think you're right. They're just they're a little tired. And credit to the Goslings. I mean, running with such a thin roster as they are, they're really keeping it going. They've got an efficient thing here.
They really do. They have a system that they want to play in, and they're playing in it well. You've got to give them credit for executing on their game plan. The Panthers as well have just struggled from the outside. They've had opportunities to score that would have made this score much different than it is. Just haven't been able to capitalize on it. The outside shot has not really been there for them. And now that they're fouling, sending Watertown to the line. Watertown is only 4 of 8 from the line, but just the same. Any freebies you give up are always costly. Dribbling hard around with the ball is Nedelkoff, who we haven't seen much in this game, now in here late in the second half. She gets the pass back from Stats, sends it along to Shrimp. Shrimp doubled at the top. Finds Golds. Now Nedelkoff. Shrimp, wide open look for 3 from the right side, and she gets it. There's that patented Caitlin Shrimp high arcing shot. She's got 11 on the night. She brings the Panthers back within 7. That is just what they needed. And this is an enormous opportunity as Taya Moss is called for a traveling violation. Panthers with a huge chance to cut a 10-point lead in half. Just like that. Nedelkoff to Sedona Roberts, top of the key. Now Golds. Little shot fake and kicks it along. Corner for Stats. She pulls up for 3. That's blocked by Hendricks. Brianna Hendricks flies in, but now Moldenhauer trapped on the press. She's able to get it away to Schmaltzer, pushes it ahead to Hendricks. Hendricks one-on-one through the lane. Her shot is an air ball out of bounds, and Oregon will hang on. Great work down low there. That is an easy spot to give away a foul. You can tell that's kind of what Hendricks was going for. Good set defense by Oregon. They don't give up the cheap foul and hang on to the ball. Jalen Nedelkoff will carry it forward for the Panthers, the sophomore. Little crossover dribble and a nice maneuver to find Shrimp. Underneath to Roberts, and she finds the open look from Vanessa Golds. Too strong, but rebound Roberts, and she is hacked as she goes up. She'll head to the line for 2. Brianna Hendricks draws her second foul in the 6th of the half against Watertown. Sedona Roberts, 5 of 6 from the line already tonight. Gets 2 chances here. Bring the Panthers back within 5. Just short off the front of the rim. Stays a 36-29 Watertown lead. One more chance coming. Caitlin Shrimp gets the shoot tied. We're ready to go again. Drains it. It's 36-30 Watertown. Panthers active on the full court press. Kopp moves it ahead to Taya Moss. Moss's pass is a little long. Schmaltzer trying to pick it up in the lane. We have a battle under there. Not sure who got whistled there exactly. There's obviously an Oregon player. Guilty of the foul was Jalen Nedelkoff. It's her first, but it's the team's 10th. As Watertown is into the double bonus, they will shoot 2. Aubrey Schmaltzer makes the front end of it. Ewell checks in. She replaces Caitlin Schripp. Second shot coming from Schmaltzer. That one is good as well. She's 3 of 4 from the line, and it's 38-30 Watertown. Korducky checks in for the Goslings, replaces Boldenhauer. Korducky with the 4 personal fouls. Liz Ewell in the corner, double teamed, finds Roberts. Trying to go baseline to Spilby, double teamed as well, and moves the ball out. Spilby, free throw line. Her pass is saved in by Roberts somehow, but unfortunately no Panthers there to get it as Watertown moves it forward. Nettlekoff. Kopp tries to dribble by. Now finds Schmaltzer. Schmaltzer, some nice moves, and she finds Hendricks all the way out to Kopp with 3:43 to play. It's an 8-point Watertown lead. Schmaltzer at the top. Pass is blocked by Nettlekoff, but they get it back underneath to Moss, and she scores. Just an unfortunate bounce from Panthers leads to a Watertown score, and they have rebuilt their 10-point lead of 40-30 with 3:20 to play. Spilly holds it in the corner. Finds Nettlekoff. Panthers have got to get in, got to get a shot. Spilly has it tapped away, but holds on. Liz Ewell, 4-3. She is fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 3. Liz Ewell with the rare 3 free throw attempts here. That is the first foul against Taya Moss and the 7th in this half against Watertown. Ewell gets the first one to go. She's 3 of 3 from the line tonight, and she's got 2 more shots coming. Nothing but net. Shrimp and Peterson come in. Nettlekoff and Spilby check out. And Ewell with her 3rd and final free throw. That one is good as well. 5 of 5 from the line is Liz Ewell. She's got a total of 7 points on the night. It's a 7-point Watertown lead, 40-33. Trying to reach in there was Ewell. Couldn't get the ball. Moss holds at the top and gets to Kopp. Schmaltzer towards the top of the key. Finds Kopp again. 2:45 and counting. The 7-point Watertown lead. Schmaltzer's pass goes out of the reach of Korducky and out of bounds. Panthers benefit from the turnover. Izzy Peterson to carry it forward. Into the corner. There's Caitlin Schripp. Short off the side of the rim, but it's tapped out of bounds by Taya Moss, and the Panthers will hang on. Caitlin Schripp to inbound it for Oregon. Down 7 with 2:25 to go. Liz Ewell, she steps up for the 3-pointer, and she's got it! Liz Ewell, her first 3-pointer of the night. And she's got 10 on the evening. It's 40-36 Watertown with 2:13 to go. Panthers in an aggressive press. Schmaltzer, though, settles it down for Watertown, bleeding some time off the clock. Vanessa Gold steps up to Schmaltzer. Kick out to Bree Hendricks. Little head fake from Kopp. Panthers immediately change on defense. Kopp to Moss. Great pass. Moss gets the foul, does not get the bucket. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Sedona Roberts takes her 2nd personal foul of the night. The Panthers' 11th team foul in this half. Taya Moss. So far, she has had, this is her 4th time to the free throw line. In the previous 3, she's gone make, miss, make, miss, make, miss. So we'll see if that pattern holds. It's a 5-point Watertown lead for now. The second free throw, coming. That one does bounce out. The pattern holds, and the Panthers down by 5 with 1:49 to play. Caitlin Shrimp bounds in. Hangs onto that ball. Back to Izzy Peterson. Peterson to the hole, is fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. The Panthers have not attacked the basket a ton in this game. Good to see Peterson taking a drive there, earning the free throws. Guilty of that foul was Brianna Hendricks, her third, the team's eighth. Only 2 shots for the junior point guard. In and out, just misses it. Walton Howard checks in to replace Bree Gorducky. Minute 28 to go, Panthers down 5. Love to get this basket here, make it a 2-possession, 2-point possession kind of game, I should say. That one off the back of the rim, rebound to Taya Moss. Schmaltzer trapped in the backcourt. And I think they're going to get Sedona Roberts for the foul. That's Sedona's third, Panthers 12th. And it's going to send Schmaltzer to the line to shoot 2. She's 3 of 4 tonight. 23 to go, got a chance to expand that lead. She does just that. It's 42-36 Watertown with one more shot coming. Schmaltzer, 5 of 6 from the line. It's a 7-point Watertown lead with a minute 22 to go in the game. Carly Roberts, trapped, gets the ball out. In the corner, they find Shrimp, 4-3. In and out, rebound Roberts. What a rebound from Sedona Roberts. Heaves it up, scoring the foul. Oh my goodness. Sedona Roberts. The and one underneath. They couldn't get the 3-point field goal. They'll try the old-fashioned 3-point play. It's 43-38, and a shot coming from the senior star. Rolls it in. Sedona Roberts makes it a 4-point game, a minute 8 to play. Panthers all over them in the backcourt. Kopp at the baseline, leads forward for Schmaltzer. Now they find Taya Moss. Jenna Kopp there, double teamed. Panthers looking to put pressure on, and they finally give the foul. Liz Ewell delivers it, it's her second, the Panthers 13th. It's going to send Schmaltzer to the line for 2. 54.9 seconds to go. It's a 4-point Watertown lead. And this is where the lack of a shot clock in high school basketball really becomes problematic. Because the Panthers, I don't think, would give a foul there if there was a shot clock present and they knew they'd get the ball back. As it is, Schmaltzer makes the first half. She is 6 of 7 from the line with one more shot coming. Makes the second one as well. And it's a 6-point Gosling lead. 53 seconds to go. Izzy Peterson to Shrimp. All the way across, finds Carly Roberts. Carly to Sedona. Sedona fouled from behind, and she'll shoot 2. Brianna Hendricks takes her 4th foul of the night. It's Watertown's 9th. Roberts getting 2 shots with 44.9 to play. Roberts short off the front of the rim. Still a 6-point game with one more shot coming. Nothing but nets. Sedona Roberts 8 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. It's a 5-point Watertown lead. Panthers need to foul, and they do just that. No. Timeout Watertown. Excuse me. Timeout Watertown. So, with 42.8 seconds to go, Panthers trail by 5. And this is kind of inside baseball, but I think it's important. Not long ago, there was a proposal to institute the shot clock for both boys and girls basketball at the high school level. And it was opposed ostensibly because of the cost to the schools. They were uncomfortable being required to have that in their gymnasiums. I don't know enough about it to know, the finances of all of that. But I will say it does change the complexion of the game a lot at the end of the game, where fouling and clock management becomes a huge issue.
I mean, yeah, you see it every game where the teams are where they're close at all. The fouling is an integral part of the high school game, and it's kind of weird to see when you compare it with other leagues of basketball.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, clearly Oregon here is equipped, but that would be interesting to see how other schools that haven't just had a huge renovation would work that in.
Right. I mean, Oregon is in a great position. This gym is brand new. And the Panthers steal it away. We'll get right back to the action here. Carly Roberts with it. Kicks to Peterson. Panthers need to move quickly. 34 seconds to play. Liz Ewell, what a pass on the dangerous ball. Caitlin Shrimp, 4-3. She's got it. And it's timeout, Panthers. Oh, boy. Caitlin Shrimp stepping up big. Her fourth three-pointer of the night. And she brings Watertown to just a 2-point lead. The Panthers within 26 and a half seconds to go. What a shot from the junior guard. 4 3-pointers and 2 free throws for her tonight. She's got 14 on the evening. The leading scorer for Oregon. She gives them a chance here at the very end of the game.
Yeah, last time you were here, we went through a double overtime, right?
Double overtime on that boys game, and that was a heck of a game. That one too. The Panthers really felt like they played from behind a lot of that game, battled back, and then in the second OT kind of pulled away. I'd rather see Oregon just win it in regulation, I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you didn't schedule anything for after this, because you never know.
It's great to see them playing this hard, too. I mean, down 10 twice. They were down at one point 34-24, and they were down at one point 40-30. They have fought back, down only 2 here, 45-43 Watertown, with 26 and a half seconds to go. Oldenhauer inbound from the baseline. Pops it up, it's tapped by Oregon, they've got it! Carly Roberts gets the pass to Sedona. Into the corner, Liz Ewell. Panthers have time here, no need to push it. Izzy Peterson. Peterson on the edge. Little fake, finds Roberts. Roberts, baseline, dribbles through the lane. A jump ball is the call. That will stay with the Panthers. 11 seconds even. Watertown got a hand on that ball, gets the jump ball, and that's going to be a Watertown timeout. So with 11 seconds to go, 45-43 Watertown. What a job by the Panthers on that inbound to steal it away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and now they've got 11 seconds and all the chance to at least tie this up, and with a 3 they could nab this out.
And that's been their mainstay in this second half. Not their mainstay exactly, but they've got 3 3-pointers. Other than that, their mainstay's been really the free throw line, where we've seen Sedona Roberts in this half has knocked down 7 of 9 free throws. Liz Ewell 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So they've gotten 10 points off of free throws, 9 points off of 3-pointers, and then 8 points off of 2-point field goals. So kind of a third through all the means of scoring. And they've got every chance in the world, like you said, 11 seconds to go, a 2-point game. Man, I have just been blessed with the games I've come to.
I guess so.
It's that old Chinese curse, right? May you live in interesting times, but for sports, I'll take it. These have been interesting times for the Panthers indeed. Inbound goes to Carly Roberts. Kicks all the way across to Liz Ewell. Corner, Caitlin Shrimp thought about it, settles it down. Peterson, she's got the look, it's blocked.
No.
The shot is blocked. The referees refused to call a foul. I mean, the Panthers blatantly fouled Oldenhauer as soon as she got the ball. The referee simply declined to call it and then raced from the court. Oh my goodness, what an ending to that game.
Huh.
Oh, and that's just a tough break for the Panthers. The shot from Izzy Peterson blocked. Great job by Watertown to get a hand in there. They've been doing that all night. Panthers do not get the foul call at the end, and so do not get a second chance. And we finish things up 45-43 Watertown.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers were doing everything right there at the end. I mean, Shrimp, Ewell both had multiple looks at it, decided not to go for it, and let their time bear out. Peterson ultimately elected to take it. Nothing wrong with that, and it just got blocked, and everything just kind of fell apart from there. That's how it goes sometimes.
Yep, just a good play at the end, and Watertown's defense was their key in this game, and they make one more play at the end, so they give their team what they need and get the win. So in the end, in regulation, folks, if you're just joining us, it's Watertown 45, Oregon 43. Watertown improves to 5-0 in the Badger South. Oregon falls to 2-4 at the end of this game. That's going to do it for us here on OCAmedia. Thanks so much for joining us for this live presentation of Oregon High School girls basketball. For our cameraman and producer Kyle, my partner Sean Bull, my name is Zach Seeloff, saying so long, and we'll see you next time.